Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bizchicks TV. This is the place for tips, tools, and strategies so that you can build a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today is Tuesday. Every Tuesday, the Digital Diva is in the house. We are going to be talking all about social media strategies and digital marketing for your business. So sit back, relax, grab a pen and paper, and let's get started. TJ from New York City, welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly marketing chat where we talk about marketing strategy and tips and tools and things you need to know in order to grow your business online. Because I feel like it's important to know there, and it changes. I have to say that the information always changes. That is one of the things my pet peeve when I see stuff from other people who call themselves marketing gurus and they know everything, and I'm like, you're regurgitating something that you heard somebody say from 2016. I'm like, that's not going to work for us. That can't work. It doesn't work. Why? Because the world changes. Nothing stays the same. So September is when we talk. This month we talk about basics because the basics change.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to let you know what I think is going on. This is my opinion based on my experience, my knowledge, and reading. I read all of this stuff every day, all day. Marketing, I got marketing stuff coming to me. So we need to talk about this because there's an essence of people are thinking that the platforms are out to get them. Instagram's out to get me.
No.
YouTube is out to get me. They're not out to get you. Social media platforms need us. That's why it's called YouTube. It's not called them tube. It's called YouTube. They need the content. They need us to create the content. So they're not going to. Well, let's put it this way. They're not going to just serve it up easy to you on a platter. All things that matter, you have to put effort in and work hard toward. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You if you know, do you have a money tree in your backyard? No, you got to work at getting the money to come to you.
Right.
So I feel like it's my cause to say the platforms aren't out to get you. You have to do the work. It seems easy on the surface level. Social media is easy. Social media marketing is easy, but deeper, it's a lot of work. There's those root. You know how there's a tree, like 100-year-old tree, and you see the tree. Well, guess what? There's like roots going all the way down because that's growth.
Right. Right.
That's
Right.
anchoring. So we have to stay anchored in the basics of marketing. We have to keep our eye on what we're doing. I always tell you that when you read stories about marketing and strategy from the big, the big journalists, when there's news about the social media platforms, they're thinking of influencers.
Right.
And I tell you again, influencers what they need, and what do they need? They need likes. They need numbers. Then they take those numbers to a big brand, a corporation, and they get paid dollars. Well, business owners, we don't do that. We don't do that. We ain't here to what? Present a message to a receptive audience that's called target audience and turn those people into customers because you have what they need. There's a match. There has to be a match.
So this is like regular television marketing, um, in the sense of the TV commercials
Mhm.
buy a spot wherever there's a crowd gathered.
Right. And when a business buys ads or a corporation buys ads, there's something they have a target audience. They know who they want to reach, 18 to 24 in this market, in that market. They don't just put out an ad to everybody. When you see an ad, especially local businesses, it's targeted to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not sent worldwide. Same thing with social media. It's worldwide, but are you targeting people in Argentina? I mean, you can depending on if your product or service is a match for them, but most of the time it's local.
Right. And so you would be spending a lot of money to for somebody in Argentina that's not going to buy your jar of jelly on the corner.
Right.
You're making jelly in the neighborhood, but the people in Argentina are getting your ad.
Right. So we have to look at it has we have to maximize the time that we spend creating content and posting online, because as business owners your time is valuable and limited. It's limited. So if you're floundering trying to figure out, oh well, you're wasting time. So I'm telling you, today we're going to talk about how to measure your content for success. It's called social media analytics, and it's free.
There's a word.
It's free. You just have to know where to look for it. And why do we need social media analytics? Because data, can't get it out. Data is the marker that tells you you're on the right track. That you're going. It's your compass in the woods, in the jungle. Because you need to know. Oh, I need to go north. Well, where's north? If you don't have the tool that tells you where's north, you're going to go around in circles and get lost and who knows what. So we don't want you to do that. You need a compass. You need a tool to guide you, and social media analytics is that. So we're talking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. I believe LinkedIn has it. I really have not investigated LinkedIn like I should. It's like,
I believe all platforms have
yeah,
um,
they have some sort of measuring stick. Think of it as a measuring stick. So,
right,
if you don't know what analytics are, it's just analytics is the data that's gathered, the activity that occurs on all your social media accounts.
right.
So it's a tool that you can use to make effective and engaging content. We talked about that last week. So how do you know what's working? How do you know? Social media analytics. And they're easy to find. You go into Facebook. Facebook is business.facebook.com. If you own a business page, and you go into business.facebook.com or Meta Business Suite, when you go into manage your page in Facebook, it will tell you, do you want to make a post in Facebook or do you want to make a post in Meta? Go to Meta. There's a lot of stuff there, but there's an analytics section that's going to tell you everything that's happening, like who's engaging, what's the difference in the last 30 days, what's the difference in the last 7 days, what's your best performing content, what's your worst performing content, how many views did you get on the video, did this post, was this post shared, how many shares. You need to know that, because that will give you your guideline to that content hit with the right people.
Right. Like,
So you
and
need
so
that.
and it helps you not create the same content that's not working.
Spinning your wheels. Don't spin your wheels.
Well, three people like this, and then on one of your other posts, you had 200 or 300 people like it. Well,
Right.
we need to make content for the 200 or 300, or content like what the 200 or 300 like. Even
Right.
though I might like, oh, I thought that was clever. The other people are like, whatever. We like that over there better.
So when let's do Facebook for example. When you go into Facebook, the business.facebook.com, the Meta Business Suite, or you can use the app on your phone. I highly recommend it. There's something called insights, and it's like a bar graph. And when you go into it, it tells you it gives you your last week in review. It shows you your activity, how many pieces of content you publish. And here's something that you need to know before we talk about this is your goals. You got to set your goals of what it is you want to happen. So we want revenue, but that's like the end goal. Some of the goals we need to think about is, hold on. Let me give you my notes. I got a lot of notes here. So, what are you trying to accomplish with your social media channels? We already know that we're posting content to build brand awareness, to build sales, to get more revenue, and then we have to know which channels, which social media platforms are most relevant to that goal. That's going to help us achieve what we want to achieve. And so, I always say, you hear people saying, "Well, you need to be everywhere." No, you don't need to be everywhere. Where's your audience? So we've done this. We talked about this. Who are your people? Who are you talking to? Do you know where they hang out? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Is it Twitter? Is it Pinterest? Do you know? So you got to find that out. And then you got to decide, well, okay, I want to grow my business and increase my audience reach. How do I do that? So you're going to have to do content on the different platforms where your audience hangs out. Maybe it's Facebook and Instagram only. Maybe it's TikTok only. Twitter, they might be there. I'm not a fan of Twitter anymore as far as growth. I use it for research and news, but it's still a good tool. It's still a good tool. And then, you have to decide, where are they? And I'm thinking all of this, you hear all of this talk about Instagram is dead. We hate Instagram. Instagram won't show our posts. We're leaving. I say bye. I'm staying on Instagram. Instagram has so many places, touch points to talk to your audience, but you have to know in what stage they are with Instagram. Now, I think that's what confuses everybody. Because there's stories, there's feed, there's reels, there's video, there's the DMs, there's the stickers on the stories, and there's all these little things that you have to know. They don't work the same. I think that's why people are mad, because something that was simple is now complicated. And Meta, because Meta owns Facebook and Instagram, they're the ones that's changing the rules. So this is where we get to this point of, oh, they're trying to stop me. They're holding me back, they're shadow banning me, the platforms, I hate the algorithm. No, you just have to change your strategy. How do you know how to change your strategy? When something's not working, you tweak it.
Oh, they're they're changing for the times.
Instagram and Facebook are changing for the times because this thing called TikTok showed up, and we've been talking about it for at least 3 or 4 years. This thing showed up, and it's a juggernaut. It's just snowball. It's just getting bigger until something happens, which we've talked about down on Tech Talk Friday, about the government intervention. Who knows? But for now, it's here, and it's the thing that is making every other platform sit up and take notice. YouTube has shorts. Pinterest has, they don't have shorts. I think it's called idea pins, where it's all short form video in a different section of the app. When you're in Pinterest, it's either, I think when you go in, let me see, is it at the top? I rarely go into my Pinterest. I should do it more. And see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about being perfect here, because we're all in this together, learning and helping each other.
Right.
And let me go into Pinterest real quick, because I always talk about it and I never. So when you go in, oh, they changed it. It used to have little circles at the top like Instagram stories, but now they have a browse tab and a watch tab. The watch tab is their short form video. And it is short form video. They call it idea pins because Pinterest is based on pinning, putting stuff on like a vision board of things that you want or you're going to buy or whatever. But the process works the same. They've got short form video. And they've got analytics. If you have a Pinterest business account, it's real easy to switch if you don't. You can, you sign up for Pinterest and you switch it to a business account. They don't charge you any. It's not a fee or anything. That's where you go in and you want to make ads and see analytics. So you might want to do that. But every section, there's a place where there's video, short form video. Everywhere. Facebook, Instagram. This Twitter doesn't have short form video, but they have video. You just and this is another thing I hate about Twitter now.
But Twitter was the king of short form video.
Right. It started out short form, was 180 characters, and they went up to 280. But when they have video, it's one of the things. This is one of my little pet peeves. When you go into it and you tap the sound, it's like every video in a tweet, the sound comes up. I hate that. But there's video there. It's just not short form video, because Twitter is short form. Twitter
right,
isn't long form.
But they used to be short form video with Vine.
Right.
And they said, oh, we don't need that anymore. Right. And here we are.
So see the thing, and I'll bring this up. See, this is my Twitter. So you see here, The video just shows up and starts playing when you scroll. It just starts playing and you tap the sound. So there's no section. Twitter's not looking at that. Twitter's looking at audio. They're focusing on audio
Audio
and
spaces. Yeah.
podcasting. So that's where they're going. But it's here. I mean, and how do you know what works? Well, we talked about it that short form video works in all the platforms. That's where you're going to get the attention right now because they're all trying to catch up to TikTok. TikTok has this great algorithm and it's customized for you. That's why it's called a for you page. The for you page is when you go into to TikTok and bam, you get the things that you like. So if I like cake decorating, when I go in there, I get cake decorating or food, people doing recipes or cooking food. If that's your thing and you've liked it and spent time with it, engagement, it will show you that. So you as a content creator, you need to say, okay, when I'm doing my reels, am I getting engagement? Or should I go back to the feed and see what's happening there? And the feed is the main area when you go into Instagram, into any app. So Instagram is like, do I still make posts? How can you tell? So with Instagram, all you do is you go to your feed. Let me see, where is it? Because they keep changing it. Oh, here we go. So if you have a business not Facebook, Instagram. If you have a Instagram business account, and that means that you switch. There's like it's personal creator and business. Creator accounts and business accounts both have something called a dashboard. So
Right.
it'll when you go to your profile, it'll be there, professional dashboard. That's what it says. It has account insights and it tells you how many accounts you've reached in the last 30 days or last 7 days. I think you can change that. Let me see what else is here. Also, when you go to your profile, you can look at individual posts and there's a view insight right below the graphic that you post, and it'll tell you insights about that post called Post Insights. And they'll tell you the number of likes, the number of comments, the number of shares, and the number of saves. Tells you the account reached, how many interactions with that one post, how many people went to your profile from this one post. That's very important. It tells you the reach, and reach is the number of people, of number of accounts that it served. How many accounts that Instagram served this to. Impressions is the number of people that saw, or the number of times that post was seen, because somebody can look at your post more than once. Those are
Mhm.
impressions. And when you go in, Instagram will tell you what these things are. There's a little eye icon, and you tap the eye, and it tells you what it is. So it tells you the number of accounts reached, that's people, number of impressions, and it tells you from home, from profile, from hashtags. Remember, we talked about hashtags a few weeks ago, and like, oh, hashtags are dead, they don't work. Yes, they do, because when you go to a post on Instagram, it tells you how many impressions, how many people saw this post from the hashtags. So you get all of this activity. It gives you profile activity. Why is that important? Because people go to your profile because you set up your profile with a link. Remember, oh, I'm so and so, and I do this. Tap this link to get this free whatever, or this course, or whatever your business is giving. That's your call to action. So you want people to go to your profile. It tells you, did this one piece of content, this post, did it drive people to my profile? Yes, no. So it says profile visits, follows, call button taps. If you have a button that says call me, how many times would that tap from this post?
Hmm.
Also, email. That's important. How many times someone sent me email or tried to email me from my profile from this one post? So you look at that information and that says, oh, well, your audience likes this. What did I do here? Did I write a long caption? Did I write a short caption? Did I put a graphic? Did I put a picture of myself? Did I do a reel? What did you do? You have to look at it and see. Did I do a carousel? Carousel post is more than one post in your more than one graphic in your post. So you could do up to 10. and it has the little dots at the bottom. So you can look at that and say, well, do people like that? Or is it graphic content? Or is it imagery? Or is it reels? Or what did I do? And to do that, to get more and more information on what content works, you got to do different types of content.
Right.
And this is the thing that I hear the complaint about. I don't want to do reels because blah, because pointing and dancing. Don't do that if that's not, if you don't dance, don't dance. You could do a reel with an image and a quote or a this or a that, but it's the messaging. I think people lose this. It's the messaging. It's not the dancing and the pointing and the boop, 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 boop. It's not that. But people see that. They see it's real. It's a copycat world. I think we talked about this a while back. There was a study about how one person does something and it looks crazy and weird, but everybody else starts doing it because they see the other person doing it. And then it becomes like a thing and everybody does it. So in order to stand out, what do? You want to be that first person that's doing the different thing, not the 10,000th person, because by the time your audience sees your reel, your content, they're going, oh man, I'm sick of this. Because they've seen it everywhere. And
Yes.
this is not just social media. This works everywhere in the world. You get tired of a commercial when they do a certain thing. It's like, I'm tired of seeing that, or I'm tired of seeing that way. So you have to kind of like break the rhythm of it. But people think they have to dance. And that comes from TikTok. Well, I have to dance. You don't have to dance. We talked about this. It's about your message. It's just that you want to be on the most popular platform in order to spread your message as a business, to gather more people to what? Click that link in your bio, because that's where they get into your, people say funnel. I say that they get into your system of how are you going to serve your audience, and turn them into customers.
Right.
I mean, that's really what it is. Analytics is that. It's data that's going to make you successful, because it's going to show you a pattern of what do people like and what they don't like. And you'll be able to tell instantly. Because one post you do will go, oh, I got 100 views on my profile. And then you do a post the next day, or, a few hours later, whenever you do it. And that one, well, nobody went to my profile. What does that tell you?
They did not like it.
They did not like what you did. So go back to the other post and say, well, what did I do here? Was it a graphic? Was it a picture? Was it a reel? Was it a video? Was it this? Was it that? What did I say? How did I say it? Was the content, the caption, long or short? Did I use a little bit of a handful of hashtags, or did I use a lot of hashtags? What type of hashtags did I use? Those things you have to look at and say, hey, they're going to help me make more content that's successful.
Right.
So that's really what it is. And it's free. It's everywhere. You go to your account, you look for insights, you look for professional Instagram is calling it professional dashboard, and then on each post they're calling it insights. Let me go to TikTok real quick. I think TikTok you have to have a business account, which a lot of people don't, because that kind of limits you as far as the music. But they also have a section when you go into I believe it's business suite in TikTok. Yes, analytics. So it's under business suite, and you go into analytics, and again, it's going to tell you, are you looking at the last 7 days, or the last 30 days, or the last 60 days? How much engagement on your video views? How many profile views? How many likes? How many comments? How many shares? How many followers? And then you go by content, and it says, well, the last thing you did, the last video you did, you got this many plays, this many likes. The numbers are there. Gives you average watch time, which is very important for video watch time. On TikTok, on YouTube, Facebook, if you're doing a video there, watch time is very important. That means that the person is watching the video. They're not watching like 3 seconds and leaving, because the platform doesn't like that, because you're not keeping people on TikTok with your content. You're not keeping people on YouTube with your content. You're not keeping people on Facebook with your content. That's really what it's about. That's really what it's about. Carlos, hey Carlos.
Hey,
Carlos is here.
Carlos.
So does everybody get the importance of social media analytics, the data?
It helps you decide what to do and what not to do on your platform.
Yeah, because that's the question. What do I do? Well, you have to post first. Not the same old thing. Try this, try that, taste this, taste that, do something different. Do and then go and look at your social media analytics. And yeah, see, Carlos got it. Carlos, data helps create a strategy.
Yay.
Because data is your flashlight in the dark. So you don't break your toe. I did that. I'm in the dark. I'm like, why did I turn on the light? I'm walking around. I broke my toe and went to the doctor. And was like, oh, put a cast. He was like, I'm not putting a cast on it. But that's it. It's you're stumbling around in the dark online. Social media analytics is your flashlight. Please turn
Yes,
it on and use it so you can see where you're going. Because you don't have time to waste. I mean, I can't get it. And Carlos says data helps create a strategy. You need a strategy. Strategy. Do you take a trip without a plan? Do you go on vacation without a plan? Do you build a garden plan, a garden without a plan? It doesn't have to be, okay, I'm going to strictly write it outline. It just, let me write down a couple of things. So the thing with social media and the analytics is, what's my goal? What do I want? Because you have to know what you're measuring. And we've already said, as business owners, we're measuring engagement and those clicks to our links, and are they buying? Or the links to the email list where you can sell from email. But we're not here for just likes. Likes are a good indicator of, okay, that works with your audience. But then you want to go deeper into the data and see what exactly drives what, and all the platforms will give you that information.
they do.
It's there for free. For free.
It is definitely there.
It's there, right?
Right. And they really want you to succeed on their platform.
Yeah. And people, we've talked about it. This Meta Business Suite, which used to be Creators Studio, it wasn't the greatest thing, but it's free and it works. And if you got Facebook and Instagram, you can use it to post. You can use it as a calendar. They've got suggestions for posts every day. You can schedule stuff. It's free. It's not the greatest tool, but it's a free tool. Now, if you got a third-party social media management software and they have tools and analytics in there, if you want to use those, that's fine.
What I learned is you got to learn how to use the tool.
Yes.
Learn how to, and back to what you were saying about going online and trying to learn something and using data from 2016 in 2022 about how to do stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how many times I see online people say, well, the best time to post on Instagram is between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. For who? The best time for you to post? Go to Instagram and tap on that professional dashboard, and it will tell you the best time to post for your audience. And it might not be 9 a.m. to 11. I mean, generally, yes, those are working hours and people or whatever. But what if your audience is on at 7 p.m.?
Or they're working from home now. They're not.
Right. I'm off my 9 to 5. I'm at home. I relaxed. I've had a drink. I've fed the kids. I've done something 7 p.m. And it's right before TV time. Maybe they got a show they want to watch at 8. So between 7 and 8, they go, oh, let me go to my social media. Because I got some free time. So I put my kid to sleep.
You have to figure out what's best for your audience and when are they on, because it's no longer where we like TV shows and stuff I want to watch. I no longer have to, oh, wait, I got to be over there at that time. I now the people who want to market to me need to find out when I decide to show up, not
Right.
not going the other way. When do I show up to watch a show?
Right.
And that's what we're telling you. Find out when your people watch, and that's why you need to look at the data, because
Yeah.
it'll tell you when they're showing up
Yeah.
to consume your
It tells
content.
you. Instagram tells you. Facebook tells you. There, Facebook will suggest when you're doing your post. It will suggest, okay, you might want to post. You might want to schedule this post for 7 p.m. on Wednesday because that's when we figured out that's when your people are on based on previous activity. Now we're not saying this is 100% guaranteed, but it's better than being completely in the dark.
Like,
It's your flashlight
yeah.
so you don't break your toe. Because it's there. Use it. But I know a lot of people do not look at that view insights under their posts.
No, because a lot of people are just like, "Whoo, I just got to post up." So let's just see. They're
They
posting
mhm.
something.
They look at the likes and they move on. But there's more. There's much more in there. Because as business owners, what are we doing? We want to drive our post must drive people to the profile, to the link in our profile where the sales happen. That's where the magic happens. The sales, the revenue happen in that link because you're either going to send them to a page where they can buy something, get something for free, get on your email list where you can sell to them on the email list.
Right.
That's our most important metric is this post driving people to my link? And this is Instagram. Instagram has only one place to sell, and that's the link in the bio.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Facebook, you can put a link in a post. Twitter, you can put a link in a post. TikTok, again, you got to drive them to your profile because
Yeah.
that's where the link resides. Wasn't there some kind of social media meme about where the money resides? Well, that's where where the link resides, the money resides. You got to drive them to that link. That's all you have to do. So all the information that's online is all about influencer marketing, creator economy. That's great. But we're here to use content, to use social media to drive people to that link.
Drive them to the link.
Drive them to the link. With YouTube, you can put links in the caption, you can put links on your channel header.
Description.
Right. So you want to drive people to that. Look at the link in the description below because I've got the thing for you to get.
This is good. This is real good.
Analytics will tell. And YouTube, we don't even want to talk about YouTube analytics. You can get so ingrained deep into different things. It's just a whole nother world at YouTube analytics. But I love it. It's there because it's your flashlight in the dark. Thank you, Tachi. Because this is what we need to know. Why are we here? There's so many things going on online, so much information. People get confused. A confused mind does nothing. And
Won't
we
make a
don't want that.
decision.
We don't want that. We want you to do something. Because people ask, well, what's the best time to start a business? Now. The economy's bad. Now.
Right now.
Somebody needs what you have.
Right
Somebody,
now.
you gotta find them. And your flashlight will lead you to it. You're not in the dark.
This is good stuff.
That's it. That's it. So I'll talk a little bit more about analytics and the different platforms when we do part 2, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. There's a link.
Yes. It. Yeah, Doc.
The,
I'm gonna call you Doctor
the
Tachi.
link is hold on, let me StreamYard. Oh, there we go. So there's Terry Johnson Online.live. There's a post in the Bizchicks Facebook page and a post on the Bizchicks Facebook group that'll guide you to where you need to go. That's your flashlight.
Yep. And you need to make sure you book it for, like if you really want to know something, book Tuesdays between 8:30 and 9. Book that and put it in your calendar. Terry
Yeah.
Johnson Online.live. And also you can reach her here, but the more in-depth version is going to be on that second section of this, the rest of the story.
The rest of the story. I like that. Wasn't that Paul Harvey? The rest
Yes,
of the
we like the
story.
rest of the story.
The rest of the story. And of course, you want to join Bizchicks.
Right.
You
Text
can
biz to 33777 or go to bizchicks.net. Join the community. I've been playing around with community experiences. So you should have been out for all y'all to get email. You should have been getting something on your emails. We have a workshop that is coming up. All of our workshops actually are listed in the community on the events page. So
Okay.
you can tune in knowing where and when a workshop is. Like we have one coming up, which is our short form video workshop coming up this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. I do believe it's 10 o'clock, could be 8 o'clock. I got to look at it. Anyway, it's on the link. Short
Okay.
form video workshop. And I put the link in the chat. I will put it over there again. I'm like, where am I? Okay. Chat comments. Yeah, it's over there. The video workshop, it'll help you create your short form video quickly and simply so that you can post it on wherever you need to post your short form video. You'll get some best practices. You'll get a tool to help you do it, and then you can go and post away, and then you won't have apprehension anymore about posting short form video. You'll know how to do it, but you still need to know what TJ talked about today about what your audience wants, where they are, all of that. You have to come. We're going to help you with the tool, but you got to have your strategy together,
Yeah.
and we'll help you with the tool to get it out.
And the good thing is you only do this once. You only build the house once. You redecorate, when things are out of fashion or trends come or whatever, you want a new look, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel again. You just, this is what I want to do. And then whenever the new app, whatever the next app that comes along that's not TikTok, whatever it is, because it's coming, then you would just go, oh, I'll just add that in and, do what I need to do over there. Or do I need to be there?
Right.
Those are questions to ask. So it's all based on your goals. Just remember, data is your flashlight in the dark.
Oh, I like that. Data is your flashlight in the dark. You need to
It is.
write that
It
down.
is.
Write a book.
Okay, I got it.
Data is your flashlight
Check.
in the dark.
All right. So we'll see you part 2. Join me over there. Thank you for, all the interaction, all the comments and things. That's what makes this, what we're doing. It makes it work because we're communicating and talking and helping each other and sharing the knowledge. So you don't have to figure it out yourself.
Right. And you can catch this replay over in the we're gonna put it we got subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll
Yeah.
find it right there. Just go to Bizchicks TV, click in there, subscribe. Let's help us get over there so we can do some more things. Thank you, Dr. Tachi. Appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Carlos.
And Carlos and who there are other people in there too.
Yeah. Don't be shy. Talk up. Speak up. Let us know you're here.
Right. All right. We will see you in just about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
With another plan B for your success online. Talk to you later.
We gotta
remember to go to the front of your own line. We'll see you shortly.